Hello, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Today I'm coming to you with a message from the Crystal Realm. I was so pleased when I heard this just now. I was like, oh my God, yes, let's do it. I'm getting a lot of sacred geometry. I'm getting earth energy, but also heavenly energy. And I'm also getting Atlantean energy with this. I brought in my chain, or actually it fell off of this here and wanted to be part of the reading. I keep forgetting that particular crystal, but it's quite powerful if you're working with Atlantean and Lemurian energy. And then I also brought in amethyst, so you may be particularly connected to either one of those. Of course, it's difficult to tell with this one what it is, but I don't know. So let's see. There's a lot of messages. I'm also getting the energy of gold and silver, particularly gold though, and how ancient populations, and they now also bring in the star beings, used to use silver and certain diamonds, certain crystals for certain rituals, because they all had different properties that would be beneficial to certain tasks that they were trying to accomplish. And I know this is really far out there, but they're literally like showing me Mayan and Incan cultures and, you know, engraved crowns or headdresses that had, you know, the royal stones like crystals and such in there for high priests and high priestesses. And some of you are reclaiming those said crystals for yourself and are learning or have learned to work with the crystalline kingdom, with the crystalline realms, so that they can assist you accordingly. Some of you are super connected to the crystals. Let's see what wants to come through here. And you may very well identify as a high priest and high priestess, or see yourself as such. This one, no. This one, yes. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? That is so funny, because the last reading we did, and you may want to watch that as well, like it's it will be right after this, you can click on it, is do not dim your light. Like shine as brightly as you can, my dear. The last one I did was about taking off the mask that is coming off here. I'm seeing Sedona here actually highlighted, which is interesting. So certain sites on Earth that are particularly connected to certain properties here. It's really quite intense energy, and you would feel it. It takes you to these places, which is very, very interesting, right? It's almost like you would be feeling a pull to go to certain places here. It's really quite quite strong. Then again, the sacred geometry and the finding certain rocks in certain places and certain crystals in certain places that are meant for you to find again, so that you may work with them in your own practices, in your own rituals here. This is really important. So do not dim your light to fit in, my dear, here. It is very important that you don't, but that you make an effort to shine even brighter than you're shining at this time. We really need it, because with the energies of the new moon Cancer, and with the upcoming, what is it? It's a full moon, but I forgot what sign it was in. Could it be Sagittarius? I don't think so. I don't know. It felt like something was encroaching, especially on light workers, earth angels, that sort of a situation. So do not dim it in order to fit in. Really make yourself shine bright. Do your practices so that you can stand in your light. This one, yeah. White light oracle. Absolutely. Absolutely, my dears. Let's do this. Let's do it. Because we are the creators of what is about to come in and what is already here, I want to say. This has to do with the term of new earth, although they're just mentioning it as a new creation that is upon us, upon all of us, and to fear not, and to walk this path with a lot of courage, like bravely, with a lot of bravery, and to just step into that, because there can be something about shining your light too brightly, especially past life issues where you were, you know, do you say perpetrated for it, like hunted for it, hunted down for your abilities? If you're shining too brightly, maybe you were torn apart from your family or worse things. I think you understand where I'm going with this. I'm also getting the Salem witch trials. That's interesting. So there's something there, and I just felt someone get really nervous, and this crystal here started to swing. That was very interesting. My God, there's a lot of injustice that has happened throughout the centuries, a lot of BS that was created around the subject of spirituality and what it actually is to be enlightened and to step into your full power as a woman, as a man, what it is to be a divine feminine, what it is to be a divine masculine. There's so much distortion, and you're stepping out of it, or you already have stepped out of it. Do not dim your light to fit in. Again, the message here for you, my dear, do not do it. This one, no. This one, yes. This one, no. We were just talking about past life wounds, that you could have a rerun here in this lifetime. And you have the sacred scar. And so I'm almost certain that something has occurred in a past, this is a lot of hurt, past lifetime that has hurt you tremendously, and that would try to prevent you from stepping into it, because fear would come up, anxiety would come up with showing who you are and with showing the world your gifts and your full light. So work through that. I want to say there's something about alabaster. So the white of the white, the whitest of the white. Alabaster skin. This is interesting. But it's also the stone. There's something about this, and something about statues. This is very interesting. I know that the ancient Greek had a lot of those statues, and it takes so much skill to carve, I'm thinking of the statue of David, to carve that out of a stone, but that would be marble. I don't think that's alabaster, but I don't know. So, but really, really chiseled white stone. It's perfection. It's absolute perfection. You are absolutely perfect the way you are, with all your perceived imperfections. Set that all aside. It does not matter. You are so worthy and so valuable to step into this, and it's necessary for you to step into this more and more and more. Read this now. Okay. And work with the past lives here. Work to overcome that fear, because sometimes it can really trigger us, and then it can be a great idea to look into this a little bit more closely and to see what it is exactly related to that you're hurting, or that there are fears and anxieties about that particular topic, about showing yourself, about not shining your light brightly. Or if you grew up with a narc, for example, or had one around you, you would definitely have to dim your light in order to please that person. We're no longer doing that, okay? Shine as brightly as you can, dude. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's see. No. Yes. Oh, interesting. The magical unicorns want to come in again. This is the third time. Interesting. All right, let's see. Let's see what we have. You are a unicorn, you're not meant to fit in. Maybe you do see yourself as a sacred rebel, as one that is kind of disrupting the structure, and it is meant to be so. Be difficult, please, okay? Be, the one that doesn't want to do everything that everybody else is doing that same way, because you are different. You are meant to be that way. I'm also thinking this one, about the Heyoka empath, like one of the strongest empaths supposedly out there, but also I believe, and correct me in the comments if that's not the actual case, in Native culture, the Heyoka is is the person who is doing things differently, like would sit backward on the horse and ride like that. Because they need to disrupt. You need to disrupt the existing system. You came here to do this, okay? You came here to disrupt your family system. You came here to disrupt certain social structures. There's a reason why you never really quite fit in, why you never resonated with certain people or friend groups. There's a reason why you are the way you are. You're meant to resonate with your tribe, with your soul tribe, with your with your kin. Okay, this is really important, and I feel like you're stepping more and more into this. Very soon is what this card says. What you're asking for will happen soon in a happy way. And I'm feeling this is takeoff, okay? Because all of a sudden we have a Pegasus here, which is a unicorn Pegasus. I don't know if they usually are. I don't think so. Pegasus are just flying horses, but it's you're taking off here. You're taking flight. There's no more hiding back, no more shying away. This is truly everything is breaking away, and it's not even an FU in a certain direction. It's more than that. It's like you're outgrowing that also, and you're outgrowing the rebel. You're just doing your thing peacefully, or maybe not so peacefully, but there is a lot of peace that you will be holding inside of you, a lot of love for yourself and for this path. Okay, very, very, very important stuff. Very important stuff. Congratulations. This is massive. Wow. Oh no, this one, yes. I'm assuming that's the last card we're going to be pulling. So let's do this. Not this one, though. Let's see what we have for you here. This one, no. This one, yes. Whoops. Opportunities. Yep. Opportunity. If you've been asking for something and praying for something to come in, please know that it is coming in soon. You have opportunity here, and it says wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There's nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desires. Now, this is really amazing. This is really cool. The path is definitely clear here for you. That which you want wants you also. So just keep walking here, my dears. If you need additional help, please reach out to me for a private healing reading or higher guidance coaching call or crystal chart intention. Since we were talking about the crystalline realms here that wanted to come in for you specifically, maybe the crystal chart intention is something for you. It's a really neat thing to do. You'll find everything in the description box down below. If you still have questions, please reach out to me at universalpowertarot@gmail.com. I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow, and I hope this was helpful and or insightful to you, my dear friends. See you next time. Bye.